Hey everyone, my name is Sean Diaz and I'm a student success coach in the Student Success and Retention Office in the College of Education and Human Development. So today we are going to talk about the importance of physical and social wellness as a college student and go over some tips and strategies you could incorporate into your daily routine. So I bet you're wondering, why are physical and social wellness vital for college students? So the list goes on, but physical and social wellness can help alleviate some common health risks for college students, such as, depression and anxiety, stress, sleeplessness, common illnesses, poor eating habits. So, as a college student, you may experience one, a few, or even all of these. Um, and that can be detrimental to your academic success. So that is why we have this workshop video, so you can develop ways to live your best life. All right, so you might be thinking, what is the effect of physical activity on my personal health? Well, glad you asked. Physical wellness can improve your mental health and your mood. As Elle Woods would put it, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Okay, so there's more to physical wellness than just exercise, but it is beneficial in several other ways. Physical wellness can also promote better sleep, and how many of us would love a solid night of sleep? I know I do, am I right? Anyways, so exercise can help you get a full night of sleep because you are you're being active and burning up all that energy because throughout the whole day you're just sitting in class, you're like, okay, but go to the gym, get some exercise, and that'll help you fall asleep and have a great night of sleep. Okay, we made it to the fun part of the video, discovering the numerous resources to aid in your physical wellness journey. So we're going to start off with the WMU Rec Center. What? Yes. So if you haven't been there yet, I highly recommend that you at least check it out at some point or another. They have something for just about everybody. Some of the amenities at the Rec Center include cardio and strength training equipment, like your typical gym. But they also have multi-purpose courts that you can use. So if you like playing basketball or volleyball, or even they have like little smaller courts where you can play soccer, badminton. They got it all. So yeah, definitely go check that out, because you'll find something that you enjoy. I know what I enjoy doing is going on the courts and practicing my Zumba moves. So, just busting a move here and there. And I just have fun with it. I might be dancing by myself in front of all these people, but hey, I'm having a good time. I'm getting a workout in, throwing some kickboxing moves in there. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But if you don't want to, watch me do my own Zumba class, you can go to a real Zumba class at the rec center, because they have the group exercise classes that you can go to, and with those they have a ton of classes. So for instance, Zumba is one of the classes you can go to. If you don't know what that is, pretty much like cardio dancing. So if you like to dance, or just even if you can't dance, go join it, try it. Usually the first week of classes, they have a free week where you can go try out the different classes and everything. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of that. They also have other classes like yoga, if you just want to, work on your stretching or flexibility, or just, calm down after a long day. They also have kickboxing, and one of my favorites is butts and guts, because that's an amazing class where you can pretty much whole body workout, but targets your butt and your gut. I call it B's and G's, Some other classes that they have, a different program that they have is the F45 program. So you might be wondering, what's F45? I've never heard of that in my life. What are you talking about? So that is a 45-minute functional training program that focuses on high-intensity circuit training. So basically, you're in this room, and they have a bunch of equipment on the ground and everything, like weights and equipment to use. So you start at one station, and then you do the workout for the interval, and then after that, you basically switch to the next station, and then the next station, and so on and so forth. The rec center also has a rock climbing wall. It is brand new this summer 2019, baby. So if you like rock climbing, definitely go check that out. It is a brand new wall, and it's a lot of fun to just, go climb around. If you want to tackle your fear of heights like me, it's a great place to do it. You got the harness and everything, so it's totally safe. But even if you just want to go and boulder, you can climb around and just have a good time. Also, the rec center has 2 huge tennis courts and a ton of racquetball courts and a squash court too. So if you like racket sports, or even you could play volleyball in one of the racquetball courts. They have a net for that and everything. So if you like racket sports, there's definitely, plenty of room in there for you to go hit around, and everything. But say, it's a gorgeous day outside. I don't want to be inside, like playing tennis inside. I want to enjoy the sunshine, which, yes, we'll get there, getting outside. But anyways, so yeah, we have a huge tennis courts over by like Bernhard Center and the parking garage. So that is definitely something to check out as well. All right. Some of you may be thinking like, okay, Sean, it's a gym. We get it. What else is there to do? Gym just isn't for me. So what about, other resources at Western or even the greater Kalamazoo area? Well, there's plenty of other things to get involved with at Western if the rec center is just not your jam. For instance, you could join a student organization that interests you or sounds fun. Definitely check out Bronco Bash during that first week, because there's all the student organizations there and everything. And you don't have to join a club that's a club sport or something that's necessarily active, but as long as you're, getting out of your dorm or your apartment or wherever, and just like even going to the meetings, you're walking there, it's some physical activity, so, get out and have fun with it. Also, if you are interested in learning about different resources in the Kalamazoo community, I highly recommend that you check out Discover Kalamazoo. So this is a database of a ton of stuff to do in Kalamazoo. There's also this handy pamphlet, 269 cool things to do in area code 269. Clever. But yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're looking for some new trails to go hike on, or if you want to do the Kalamazoo scavenger hunt. They have something where you can get out and, meet people and just be active. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, very active, but as long as you're getting out and, moving around and everything. They also have specialty gyms here in Kalamazoo. So you might be like, what's a specialty gym? Well, that is like, I'm sure many of you know of CrossFit. And yeah, if you do CrossFit, you make sure everyone knows you do CrossFit. Just kidding, but seriously. And they have CrossFit gyms and also like aerial acrobatic gyms. So those are some things you could check out if you're able to. You know, it costs a little extra money, you know, to go to a outside gym. But if it's something you enjoy doing and if it's going to help you stay physically well, then more power to you. One thing that I enjoy doing is aerial acrobatics. I'm not good at it at all, and I'm a beginner, but I stumbled across aerial silks a few years ago, and that's with the ribbons that come down and basically like wrap yourself and, you know, swing around and everything. And when I first saw that, I was like, yeah, that looks like fun. And I tried it, and wow, you do it for 3 minutes and your whole body just hurts, but it's like a fun hurt. So it's just like an entire body workout. So yeah, there's tons of stuff you could do. Also in the aerial acrobatic gyms, sometimes they have pole dancing classes. So that's fun if you want to, like, you know, just break out of your comfort zone, try something new. You never know. You might like pole dancing, aerial, CrossFit, whatever your jam is, you do it. Another thing you can do if specialty gyms aren't for you, create a Facebook page with all your friends, like in the area. And what I did this when I was in undergrad, I just made a Facebook page and I was like, hey, you know, if anyone wants to play Frisbee, I'll just post in there and say, hey, playing Frisbee Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the park. Anyone who wants to come, you know, come join, bring friends. So that's a great way to network with people, but also it's, you know, just like pick up games and everything that you can just have fun with your friends. Also, physical activity could be as simple as just going for a walk outside. I recommend doing that at least once a day in the middle of your day. I know, you know, probably have classes back to back, or class and work, or work and class, whatever it is. Just try and take a little time for yourself to just go relax outside and enjoy the weather, and it just helps clear your mind and will help you focus better. So some other physical wellness tips and tricks or strategies. So at-home fitness. Some of you may be already doing this, but you know, they got those workout DVDs like Insanity or P90X or what have you. But if you can do those, go for it. I know I can't, because once I get on the floor to do that crunch, it's game over. I'm like, you know. But anyways, also another resource you could use is YouTube. So I already mentioned that I do like dancing and just having fun, moving around. So one person that I follow on YouTube is the Fitness Marshal, and he basically does it's kind of like Zumba, but more cardio and less dance. But he just does creates choreography for popular songs and everything, and it's definitely a lot of fun. You can do it with friends. It's just fun for everyone. So some other things that you could do would be to, okay, bear with me for a second, but turn your apartment or your room into a club. Get one of those little disco balls, or even just, you know, some fun lights or decorations, and just blast your music, dance, have fun, say, hey, you know, like, party in my room, let's go. We're just dancing around, having a good time. Also, you could do interactive video games, like I know there's the Wii Fit and everything that you could do, or even just Wii in general. Also, there's that virtual reality game that looks so cool, and I want to try it out, but it's like $300. But they have like the swords and everything, which looks like a lot of fun. But knowing me, I'd hit something and break my hand. Um, all right, so some final tips and strategies for you. So walk across campus. Take the stairs to get those 10,000 steps in. You can, at the end of the semester, take all your papers that you don't need, make a mess in your room, throw them, rip them, just make a huge mess. I've done this before, and it is such a great stress reliever. Trust me, it's a lot of fun to just be like, done with this class, get out of my face, So with that, you're moving around and everything, but then, the downside is you got to clean it up. Another tip is to just change up your workout routine. So if you're going and doing the same thing over and over and over again every single day, chances are you're going to get bored with it because it's so, monotonous and everything. So change it up. Try something new. Try working out at a different time in the day. So me, I know I'm a morning person. I try the afternoon and I can work out, but it's not when I'm at my prime. Also, working out with a friend, so that will help keep each other accountable, because I know if I'm like, hey, let's meet at the gym at 4 o'clock. Okay, yeah, I'm accountable, holding that person is holding me accountable to follow through on that. Whereas if I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to go to the gym at 4 o'clock, it's kind of like, oh, I can choose not to go if, I'm just not feeling up to it or whatever. But that accountability will help in the long run. And finally, just every morning or every night, take 5 minutes to just stretch. So take 5 minutes in the morning or the night and just like stretch out, because you're stressed, you're a college student, you need to, unwind and just feel at your best to help your academic success. So now we're going to move into the importance of a social support system. So kind of branching off of that accountability with the workout partner, having a social support system is very beneficial to your success as a college student, because it provides, motivation, and you can find resources by networking. I started talking to a few people my first week here, and I was like, found out about different clubs and resources on campus. Also, study groups. The social support system doesn't have to be, all outside of academics. You can form a study group. That's part of a social support system. So you're holding each other accountable and you're helping each other with your academics. Also having that emotional support. So being able to talk to someone or, just like vent and say, I just got to get this off my chest. You can listen if you want, but, it's just having that emotional support there is great. And like I said, networking. So you never know who you'll meet. If you're standing in line, talk to the people around you. Get off, I'm not going to say, get off your phone, millennials. But, just like try talking to people around you. One of my students, she said, I literally stood in the front lobby and I just talked to people as they walked in the residence hall. And I was like, hey, you want to be friends? Great, yeah. So, like, you never know. If you just go out there and just start talking to people, network, you never know what it could lead to. And also, friends. Social support system. Friends in college is so important, and I cannot stress that enough. You may be thinking like, I'm only going to be here for 4 years, but no, you're going to be here for 4 years. Take advantage of it. Have the time of your life and make friends along the way.
Get up, get out, get motivated, get inspired.
And get involved at WMU. So, in your living communities, whether you're in a residence hall, in an apartment, meet your neighbors, Like I mentioned, class study groups, student orgs, and also be sure to check out Experience WMU. That has all your student orgs on there, but also it has a list of events going on. So it could be, type in free food. I'm hungry today. I want to go get free food. There's probably an event happening that day with free food or, free items, or, it might be just something you're interested in, a topic that you're like, oh yeah, I want to learn more about that. Go to it. Check it out. Never hurts. Also, you can get involved with diversity and inclusion here at Western. So we have the Division of Multicultural Affairs, the Office of LGBT Student Services. They also have like diversity discussion series and events happening pretty much all the time. I highly recommend going to those, especially like the Real Talk Diversity series, because it not only exposes you to people outside of your identities, but also recognizing your biases or anything along those lines. It's very, very helpful to be cognizant of that and make a change. Also, if you are feeling homesick, which most of you probably will, call, FaceTime, text, email, fax, send an owl. Stay in contact with your family, your friends back home, your mailman. If it's possible, try and go visit home, go back home, for the weekend or something. Fall break is a good time to do that because, it's like middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just go home if you can. I understand some people live further than others, so it's not feasible. So I understand that. Another thing you could do is invite your family and friends to Western. Show them where you live. Show them, around campus, around Kalamazoo. You can go to the beach. It's only 45 minutes away, if it's, warm enough. But yeah, have them come out and see what you're doing. Okay, so we are reaching the end of the video, but just want to go over a few social support services we have on campus. So we have counseling at the Syracuse Health Center. They offer individual and group counseling. So you can go there pretty much any day during business hours and walk in and say, hey, I'm having a hard time. Can I talk to someone? And they'll get you set up with someone. Also, there's the Counseling Education and Counseling Psychology program in Sangren. So I believe that's on the 3rd floor. And you can go up there, and if you prefer talking to someone that's, closer to your age, they have the doctoral students who are working in that program who, that's their practice with, the counseling sessions and everything. So it's kind of a win-win for both parties. And there is also the Disability Support office, and if you need testing accommodations, check it out, more time on tests or textbooks. They also have a mentoring program, so definitely something to check out. Also, if you have housing considerations, definitely contact them. Awesome. So yeah, that's my video on social and physical wellness. I want to say, be sure to subscribe, like my video, share it. All right, y'all have a wonderful, fantastic day.